As I was saying, there is a difference between similarity and congruence. In congruence, it has to be exactly equal. It has to be exactly equal. Whereas in similarity, it should be just like it. Okay? In similarity, it should be just like it. How to understand that? We'll just wait for a second. Kihan is joining and then we'll do it again. Yeah. So in similarity, what is going to happen is the chapter that we are going to do today. For example, you have a 1 rupee coin and you have a 5 rupee coin. You have a 1 rupee coin and you have a 5 rupee coin. Both of them are not exactly equal, right? Both of them are not exactly equal, because if you keep a 1 rupee coin over a 5 rupee coin, it's not going to exactly overlap it. One coin is bigger, the other is smaller, but both their shapes are same. That is, both their shapes are circles. That means they are similar. That means they are similar. Okay, so both coins 1 and 5, 1 rupee coin as well as 5 rupee coin, they are similar. So that is what we mean by similarity. Whereas if you take two 5 rupee coins and you keep one on top of the other, it will exactly overlap the other. It will be exactly over the other, exactly उसके ऊपर, कोई बाहर नहीं, कुछ ऐसा ये नहीं रहेगा. That will be exactly overlapping. When it is exactly overlapping, then it is called as congruent. Then it is called as congruent. When it is exactly overlapping, it is called as congruent. When it is similar, उसके जैसा, then it is called as similar. When it is not exactly overlapping, that time it is called as similar. So when it is exactly overlapping, it is congruent. When it is like that but not exactly overlapping, then it is called as similar. Like I explained, a 1 rupee coin and a 5 rupee coin, both of them are circles. Both of them are circles. So both of them are similar, but they are not overlapping. So they are not congruent. So in short, we can say all circles are similar to one another. But are all circles congruent? No, that will depend on the radius of the circle. If the radius is equal, then the circle will be congruent. But otherwise, all circles are similar. Similarly, take the example of a square. Take the example of a square. If you take two squares, they may or may not be congruent. Like one square might have side 3 centimeters, the other square might have side 5 centimeters. So obviously they are not congruent, because one square is bigger, the other square is smaller. एक बड़ा है, एक छोटा है. So वो बड़े और छोटे के बीच में you cannot say they are congruent. But both of them are squares. All their angles are equal, 90, 90, 90. Their sides are in proportion, 3 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 3 upon 5. So you can say that the two squares are similar, or two rectangles for that matter, they are similar. Okay, so figures can be similar without being equal. Figures can be similar without being exactly equal. If they are exactly equal, then they are congruent. And of course, if they are congruent, they are similar. Now, to give you a better example, for example, you go to a photocopier. Okay, you do an, supposing there is some picture, you do an enlargement or a reduction of that. Enlargement or a reduction. अगर enlargement करेंगे, तब भी you will see the image or the whatever you had given for photocopying, that's going to be the same. Of course वो थोड़ा बड़ा हो चुका रहेगा, but वो सिर्फ ऐसा बड़ा नहीं होगा, it will be in all directions in equal proportion. So that enlargement is similar to the original copy. Or if you ask it to be reduced, so that reduction also, whatever image you have given for photocopying, if that is reduced, that reduction also will be similar to the original image. So it can be bigger, it can be smaller. Basically it has to be in proportion. So that is what we mean by similar. So how do we identify that objects are similar? As I said, the shapes should be same, not exactly equal, but same. That is, their sides should be in equal proportion and the angles should be equal. The sides should be in equal proportion and the angles should be equal. Just sides being equal proportion and angles not being equal, even then it is not in proportion. Even then it is not similar. Like for example, you have a rhombus and you have a square. You have a rhombus and you have a square. Now see, rhombus also sides are equal, square also sides are equal. Let's say the square has all sides 2 centimeters and rhombus has all sides 4 centimeters. So you'll say, sir, 2:1 का ratio है सब sides का. Yes, but the square is not similar to a rhombus. The square is not similar to a rhombus because in the rhombus the angles may not be 90 degrees. The rhombus angles will not be or may not be 90 degrees. So rhombus and square need not be similar unless the angles are also equal and sides are also in proportion. Then we say that the figures or the diagrams or the images are similar to one another. For the diagrams or the figures, the sides as should be in proportion, the sides should be in proportion and the angles should be equal. Angles should be equal. Okay, if the angles are equal, but sides are not in proportion, will not do. If the sides are in proportion but angles are not equal, will not do. So both of them have to be there. So same thing is applicable for triangles. Same thing is applicable for triangles. Okay, till here anything that you have not understood? Okay, because similar figures, that is what is your exercise 6.1. If anything you have not understood till here, let me know. Okay, otherwise we'll start with similarity of triangles. Just get my glasses. Similarity of triangles is what we are going to start with. Okay, so let's begin with similarity of triangles. Now when a triangle is said to be similar, same logic. अगर स्क्वायर के लिए है, सर्कल के लिए है, सर्कल का तो एंगल सबका सेम ही आ जाता है. सो राइट डाउन, टू ट्राइंगल्स आर सेड टू बी सिमिलर. टू ट्राइंगल्स are said to be similar. Two triangles are said to be similar if, when there are two conditions. What are those two conditions? Two triangles are said to be similar if first their corresponding angles are equal. Two triangles are said to be similar if first their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio or proportion, and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, or you can say proportion. Okay, so these are two important conditions. For triangles to be said to be similar. The two conditions are the corresponding angles have to be equal and the corresponding sides have to be in the same ratio. Okay, corresponding angles have to be equal and corresponding sides have to be in proportion. Okay, so what it actually means, let's also write it in terms of this. How do we denote? We say we denote, let's say, two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. If in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, and angle C is equals to angle R, and AB upon PQ equals to BC upon QR equals to AC upon PR. Then, so if in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle A equals to angle P, angle B equals to angle Q, angle C equals to angle R, and AB upon PQ equals to BC upon QR equals to AC upon PR, then triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. That S which is sleeping, okay, that is the symbol for similarity. Then triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Please write down till here. We are going to see, do we need to always prove that all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 conditions? Do we always need to prove that, or is there some shorter these things? That we'll see subsequently as we are going to see the other tests. Okay, later on we'll see that. Right now itna likh lo, then we are going to do BPT or Thales theorem. That is one of the important theorems that is there. Pehle yahan tak aap complete kar lo. Once done, let me know, then we will do BPT or Thales theorem. Okay, and then we again will go to tests of similarity. Proportionality theorem. If a line is drawn parallel, basic proportionality theorem says, if a line is drawn parallel, if a line is drawn parallel, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, to intersect the other 2 points in distinct points. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Sides are divided in the same ratio. Draw this diagram. We will write what is given and how to prove, that we'll see shortly. पहले ये लिख लो. Triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC, or it is is the line which intersects the points in. We have to prove that the other two sides are in the same ratio, that is AD upon DB equals to AE upon EC. That is what we have to prove. Okay, we have to prove AD upon DB equals to AE upon EC. For that there is some construction. What is the construction? Join BE and CD and draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular to AB. Okay. Now, how to prove this? First, I'll explain it to you. Then we'll write on the board and you can copy. This is actually simple. Okay. The proof we are going to say. What does the proof say? It says first of all, area of any triangle is half into base into height. Area of any triangle is half into base into height. So if I take area of triangle ADE, if I take area of triangle ADE, so of course DM is the perpendicular, so base will be AC. So it will be half into DM into AC, half into DM into AC, or you can say, no sir, I am taking AD as the base and EN as the perpendicular. That also will work. Okay. So ADE you can have AD into EN and of course half. Okay. Similarly, now triangle BDE, for BDE, this triangle we are talking about, forget this part, only this BDE. So this is again the base BD and EN is again the perpendicular. BD is the base and EN is the perpendicular, because to a line from a point outside it, I can draw only one perpendicular. So to this line, from this point, there will be only one perpendicular, which is EN. So when I take BD as the base, EN is the perpendicular. When I take AD as the base, still EN is the perpendicular. So area of this triangle, I'll just write it roughly over here, then I'll explain it to you properly. So we have got area ADE upon area BDE. ADE is AD into EN and BDE is again base BD into EN. EN will cancel, AD upon BD. Okay. AN upon. Now again I'll take ADE, but this time I'll take upon area of triangle CDE, not BDE but CDE. In this case now I'll take this as the base, so I'll get AE into DM upon, in this triangle again this is the base, this is the perpendicular, so I'll get EC into DM. Again DM will cancel, it is AE upon EC. Now that is what we have to actually prove. AD upon BD or DB equals to AE upon EC. But how can you prove that these two are equal? So for that what I am going to say is, look at these two triangles. Which two triangles? BDE, okay, BDE and DEC. BDE and DEC. BDE and DEC. They are on the same base DE. They are on the same base DE. They are on the same base DE. diagram was not looking clear. No. They are on the same base DE, whether I take BDE or whether I take CDE. Both are on the same base DE. And these lines are supposed to be parallel, that is given to us. So if I draw a perpendicular from here and if I drop a perpendicular from here, both the perpendiculars will be equal because distance between two parallel lines is always equal. So these two will have equal heights. If they'll have equal heights and they'll have the same base, that is DE, both of them have the same base DE and have equal heights, so their areas are equal because area is, for example, DE into H upon DE into H. H will cancel, DE will also cancel. So what I am going to get is area BDE upon area CDE equals to 1 upon 1. That is nothing but area BDE equals to area CDE. BDE is equal to CDE. So in place of BDE, I can write CDE. In place of BDE, I can write CDE. I'll say AD upon BDE is AD upon BD. And in place of BDE, I can write ADE upon CDE is equals to AD upon BD. But ADE upon CDE is AE upon EC because these two are same. So that's how we are going to prove it. Okay. We'll write it systematically, but basically we are first going to take the smaller triangle at the top and this triangle, find their ratio. Then we are going to take this triangle and this triangle, take their ratio. Then we are going to take the triangles between the two parallel lines and show that they are equal and therefore the sides are in proportion. Okay, so let's see. So right now, area of a triangle is half into base into height. Half into base into height. Area of a triangle is half into base into height. And we have already seen, instead of writing the full this thing, we can just write AR and the three alphabets which denote the triangle, that gives you the area of the triangle. So I can safely say AR ADE, that is area of triangle AD, half into AD into EN, half into AD into EN. Similarly, area of triangle BDE equals to half BD into EN, half into BD into EN. Okay. Similarly, I'll also say, I'll take their ratios. Therefore, area ADE upon area BDE equals to half will cancel, or you can write, if you want, first step, half into AD into EN upon half into BD into EN, which is nothing but AD upon BD. Call this AD into BD. AD upon BD. Okay. Similarly, area of ADE upon area CDE equals to half into AE into DM upon half into CE into DM, which is AE upon EC or CE. This is your, okay. थोड़ा जल्दी कॉपी करो बिकॉज टाइम थोड़ा सा कम है. after that we'll say that the two triangles, which two triangles? BDE and CDE. Triangle BDE and triangle CDE are on the same base DE, and between the same parallels. What are the parallels? BC and DE. Between the same parallels, BC and DE. Therefore, area BDE equals to area CDE. BDE is equals to area CDE. This A is supposed to be small, okay, for area. Call this equation number 3. And therefore, from 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, from 1, 2 and 3, AD upon BD equals to AE upon CE. That is, what do we want? AD upon DB equals to AE upon EC. That's your proof. This is BPT, basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Okay, capital here. And then we're just going to write the converse of BPT, which we not have to prove, okay, but we'll write the statement. पहले ये कॉपी कर लो, हो जाए तो मुझे बताना प्लीज. Done? Finished, both of you? Riza, Abdul Ahad, have you finished with this? Finished, then we'll proceed further. You just have to write the statement, as I said, of converse of BPT after we have done this. For converse of BPT, please write down: if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Then the line is parallel to the third side. Then the line is parallel to the third side. Okay, we will prove this tomorrow, because right now we are finishing almost, we are at the verge of finishing. So we will prove this tomorrow, but let's write down this theorem. That's simple to prove. What it says is, if AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, then DE is parallel to BC. Then DE is parallel to BC. That means here DE is parallel to BC was given. We had to prove AD upon DB equals to AE upon EC. Now they are saying it is AD upon DB and it is equal to AE upon EC, we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. This we'll prove by an indirect method tomorrow, and we are going to look at few more examples of this, okay, based on BPT before we see criteria for similarity of triangle. 6.1 very simple, you can do it, कुछ भी नहीं है उसमें, वो कर लेना. Kian, your school has started. What are the timings? Are they taking online and what is the medium? Zoom पर ले रहे, किस पर ले रहे, कैसे कर रहे वो लोग? Kian, what's happening in your school? How are they taking classes?